Good morning, everyone. I hope you people are good. Let's start today's topic. Your topic is time. Learning objectives are students will be able to read the time to the hour or clock and know key times of the day to the nearest hour. Okay, this is a clock. Now let's see the hands of time. Can you see over here? There are two hands. One is the long one and one is a short hand. The long hand is minute hand and the short hand is hour hand. The clock has two hands. The long hand is the minute hand. The short hand is the hour hand. This is a face of a clock, and here are two hands. One long hand and one is the short hand. Long hand is the minute hand and the short hand is the hour hand. Okay, again look at this one clock. Yes, on the clock face you can see two hands. The green one is the short hand, it's called hour hand, and the red one is the big one hand, it's called minutes hand. Okay, now let's see what time is it. What is the time? Okay, remember, when the minute hand, the long hand is pointing to 12 and our hand is pointing to any number, it's called o'clock. For example, when the minute hand is on 12, we read that time as o'clock. This clock is showing 4 o'clock. Why this clock is showing 4 o'clock? You can see the small one hand. Let me take the pen. Okay, look at here now. I am choosing the color. Now, look at this one. I am going to circle the small one hand. This is the small one hand. It's called hour hand. And where is our minute hand? The big one hand. It's pointing to 12. And the hour hand is pointing to 4. This means it's 4 o'clock. Whenever you want to see the time, you must see where are the hands. Okay, let's move to the next one clock. Okay, look at this one clock. Here is again face of the clock, and here are all again two hands. This is the long one hand. Long one hand is pointing to 12 and the short hand, the hour hand, is pointing to 3. So what is the time? Yes, it's 3 o'clock. When the minute hand is pointing to 12, read the time as o'clock. For this reason, the hour hand pointing to the 3 is read as 3 o'clock. Is this clear now? Your minute hand, your big one hand, is pointing to 12 and your short hand, that is the hour hand, that is pointing to 3. So this means the time is 3 o'clock. If your small hand, the hour hand, is pointing to 2, this means it's 2 o'clock. If it's pointing to 4, it's 4 o'clock. If it's pointing to 5, it's 5 o'clock. But your big hand, your minute hand, should be on the same place, that is 12 o'clock. Okay, if your big hand is pointing to 12 and your minute hand is pointing to 6, at 6 o'clock. If your hour hand is pointing to 7, it's 7 o'clock. If your hour hand is pointing to 8, it's 8 o'clock. If it's pointing to 9, it's 9 o'clock. If it's pointing to 10, it's 10 o'clock. If your small hand is pointing to 11, it's 11 o'clock. But your big hand is on the same place, that is 12. Is this clear? Okay. Now today we will do the pages number 27 and 28 of your learner book. This is the title page of your learner book. All of you take out your learner book. Open the page number 27. At the top of your page, write it down day, that is Thursday. Write down the full spelling of Thursday. In the center of your page, write down the spelling of classwork. And at the top of your right side, write down the date, that is 14th January 2021. Write down the full spelling of January. Your day is Thursday, classwork, and date is 14th January. This is how you will put your day, classwork, and date. Okay, this is your page number 26. What do you have on page number 26? You have the poster. Yes, this is the poster for your classroom cafe. Okay, this is how you will make you can make the poster. See, it is square, shape is square, and inside you will write it down your cafe timing. Okay, now what we have on this one poster, our classroom cafe. We are open in the morning. We open at 11 o'clock. Fine, here they have put the exact time what we are going to open our classroom cafe. We serve lunch at 12 o'clock. Okay, we will open at 11 o'clock and we will serve the lunch at 12 o'clock. This is the time we are going to mention it. We stop serving lunch at 2 o'clock. Fine. At 2 o'clock we will stop serving the lunch. So this means for how many hours we are going to serve the lunch? 12. What comes after 12? 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. This means only for 2 hours we are going to serve the lunch. We serve tea at 3 o'clock. For how many time? For 1 hour. Only for 1 hour we are going to serve the tea. We close in the afternoon. We close at 4 o'clock. At what time we are going to close our cafe? 4 o'clock. Okay, you can see over here 11 o'clock. This is a time. At this time we are going to open our cafe. We will serve the lunch at 12 o'clock and we will serve till 2 o'clock, only for 2 hours. And then we will start serving the tea at 3 o'clock. And for how long we will serve the tea? Only for 1 hour. And then exact at 4 o'clock we are going to close our cafe. Fine. This is how you can make the poster. There you will write it down all the timing detail of your cafe. Is this clear now? Now I'm going to erase my rough work. Now open the page number 28. The previous one page was 27. On page number 27, there was only a one poster, and we are going to read the poster and we will get it know that how to make it and how to write down the timing. Okay. Now on page number 28, cafe opening times. Now here is on this one page we have the different examples of the poster. This was the poster which we have already done it. We have made it. We have written the timing inside. Now, if you wanted to change your poster, you can change your poster and you can make it in any shape. Look at the shape, that is rectangle, oval, triangle, hexagon, square. In any shape from these all you can choose is for the poster of your cafe. Your poster can be a small in size or in big in size. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Yes, look at here. Make a poster to show when the cafe is open. Okay, here we will write it down only the time when we are going to open the cafe. Like if we are open, we look at here. I'm going to choose the pen. I'm trying to write it down. We open at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. This is how, if you wanted to write it down inside the poster, you can write it down only the opening time of your cafe. Now in the oval shape, you can also write it down your cafe opening time. For example, 11 a.m. in the morning. You wanted to choose this one shape, you can also write it down, draw this one shape, write it down your cafe timing. Or if you wanted to choose the hexagon, you can choose this one shape. If you wanted to choose the square, you can choose this one. Okay, the example is there. This is how we will choose the poster shape. Let's see what we have on the next one. Yes, look at this. Your poster can be big. Here is a one big rectangle, one big oval. Let's write it down inside. Opening time 9 o'clock. If you wanted to write it down in the oval shape, you can write it down opening time 10 o'clock. Okay, this is how you can write it down inside the poster, and you can make it and you can hang it on your cafe. If you wanted to choose the small one shape, you can also choose this one, small rectangle or a small oval. If your poster is small, you can write it down the opening time 11 a.m. or 9 a.m. Okay, this is how you can write it down the timing, and you can hang it anywhere on your cafe. Okay, now I'm going to erase my rough work. Now let's move to the next one slide. Okay, this is the final look of your page. What was on this one page? Make a poster to show when the cafe is open. You will just write it on the timing, at what time your cafe is going to open. Your poster can be any shape. From all these shapes you can choose it. You can choose the shape and you can write it on the timing. Or here are the sizes. Your poster can be big, your poster can be small. If you wanted to choose a small, you can choose it. If you wanted to put the timing on the big one poster, you can choose any big one poster. Or if you wanted to choose this one, cafe poster, you can choose this one also. You can decorate it. Fine. This is how you will choose the poster and you will write it on the timing. Okay, again move to the page number 27. See, this is how. This is how you will write it on the timing inside your cafe poster. See, this was the example. This was our classroom cafe timing. You can change the timing. See, if you are going to open your cafe in the morning, you can write down the morning time, that is 11 o'clock. Okay, at what time you are going to serve the lunch, you can write it on that one time. And when you are going to stop the lunch, you can write it down at that time also. If you are going to open your cafe in the evening time, you can write it down. I am going to open my cafe at 3 o'clock and only we are going to serve the tea, and we will serve the tea only for the 1 hour. Okay, and what is the closing time, you can also mention on your poster. You can make the different sizes or different shapes of your poster and you can hang it on your classroom or your own cafe. Okay, on these two pages only the things which you are going to know, that is how to make the cafe poster and how to write it on the timing, opening time, lunch time, serving time and the closing time. Fine, on page number 27 and page number 28. I think everything is clear now. Now you can make easily the poster for your classroom cafe or any other cafe. Okay, you can also practice at home. Make any one poster and write it on the timing, opening timing or a closing time. It's up to you. Any one timing you can write it on inside the poster. For example, you can choose one big one poster and one the small one poster. Just choose two posters and write it down inside the poster, opening time and then closing time. Or on the both poster you can write it on the opening time only. This is how you can draw the timing. You can write it on the timing on page number 28. On page number 27, that is only the reading page, you will just see how to make and how to write down the timing on the poster. Okay, but the next page, if you wanted to write the timing, you can write it down in any two posters. Choose the poster on your choice and write it on the timing, opening timing or the closing timing on your poster. Is this clear now? Okay, now I'm going to erase my all rough work. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.